welcome back, YouTube fam, to Unlocked Podcast. This is another segment of Founders Friday, and today we have Melinda. And I'm actually going to have her pronounce her last name because I feel like I'm going to botch it a little bit, and then explain her last name because I thought it was really cool.
Hello, internet world. My name is Melinda Shutesa, which actually my family's Thai on my mom's side. And if I say it like that in Thailand, people look at me confused. So I will say it the way that I repeat myself when I'm in Thailand, which is Shutesa. And then they say, oh, Shutesa, family. Okay. So the Shutesa last name, it means actually to support or uplift the people. Shu means to rise or support or lift up. And Tesa means the people or royalty or the government. So it's just the general translation is to support the people.
I wanted her to describe it and to basically say what it was because I thought it was awesome. So you are guest number 2 on a Founders Friday. Yes. And I just wanted to kind of really dive into what you do because I think it's really cool. So I'm just going to have you kind of take over and I'll jump in when I feel necessary. But please tell us what your businesses are.
So my business, it sounds very broad, but it's actually all under the same umbrella.
Okay.
Should I say the name of my company or I don't know?
Yeah, please say the name of your company, what it does, how long it's been running.
So my company is called Couture Zen, and I have a handful of things that I do under it, but basically it's a fashion company. I chose the name Couture Zen because my tagline is making peace with fashion.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like that. You don't hear that.
I try. Make it make sense. It's a good thing. Cohesion. Okay, whatever. But I've had my company since 2010. Oh, snap. But I've been styling. I'm a stylist and a costume designer, and I do custom fashion design, personal branding, image consulting.
That makes sense. As soon as she walked in, you guys, I was like, she looked good.
Thanks.
I was like, she looked good. Okay. And now I understand why. Because if you got to style somebody else, you need to know how to style them.
You can't look crazy, and then you're trying to style people.
Look, there's some people who do.
Trust me.
So I would be,
trust me.
And I don't know how they $1 million name holders. Okay. But I don't want to be styling by you.
I totally know.
She's like, I became a stylist because someone styled me wrong.
Actually, okay, so we'll kind of like, we'll jump and then we'll loop back. Right? Okay. So
stay focused with us, y'all.
I was going to say I have the memory of a goldfish, but actually it's not fair because I just read the other day that goldfish actually have a really long-term memory of up to 3 months. Yeah. Now I feel really bad about being a pescatarian.
Oh. I do not have that memory though.
Damn it.
So yeah, how did you get into like styling and everything like that?
It's interesting. It's a long story, but long story short.
Yes.
I was raised by my mom.
Okay.
Single mom. I'm second generation American, so she came here from Thailand, and it wasn't easy because even though my family is very upper middle class in Thailand, when you're moving from a more developing country, the wealth does not translate over.
Oh yeah.
So I love how people's follow-up question to that is, why'd your family move then?
Because I wanted to, and that's why.
All immigrants stay in the country where your family is from. Do not come to America because it's not allowed.
Like, people are too nosy for their own good.
Anyway, so that being said, my mother came here because actually I asked my family, funny enough, I said, why did you guys move here? I don't know, because so-and-so moved here and we didn't want to break up the family. So we just, everyone moved.
So people who ask, well, why did you move here? Do not be too ashamed because she did ask the same question.
Just be like, yo, maybe some people just like to be near their family. Why does it have to be that deep, guys? Not that deep. Anyway, so my family came here, and my brother, my mom, my dad's side of the family wasn't really that involved. I wasn't involved with them. So I was very much raised like the broke Asian American weird kid.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'm happy with that. But my mom, because she was raised upper middle class in Thailand, and people always kind of judged her, even though she spoke English extremely well,
Yeah.
more than most people, but with a little bit of an accent.
Okay.
One thing that she really instilled in me is that no matter, she said to me straight up when I was 7 or 8 years old, Mindy, no matter how hard you work or how well you dress, how hard you try, people are always going to see us as different.
Yeah, for sure.
And she said, but the two things that you can control are the way you speak and the way that you dress.
Oh.
And I tell people that, and a lot of my clients are actually POC, because I tell people, hey, look, you don't have to fit the narrative of what people think you should look like because you come from adversity.
Okay.
And you don't have to look like your story. So you can decide to manipulate the narrative by choosing your outward communication of who you are inside. So that's a big part of it. So I grew up, my mother taking us thrift shopping and teaching us the good fabrics and the good brands to wear.
So did she do that as well? Was she a stylist, or was it just something she was really comfortable with?
Everyone in my family is very into fashion.
Okay.
Yeah. Southeast Asian people are like really kooky and vain and really into fashion. So
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love how you said, you work mainly with PLC because of that. And I guess my next question would be, what would be something that I guess, how do you dress or style people and everything like that? Is it something where you just have them kind of explain to you what it is that they feel comfortable in? And do you just choose like a color? Do you choose a specific outfit? How does that work?
So I think a lot of people think it will work that way, but I make them do a little bit of legwork.
Oh, please explain.
Yes. So if in order to work with me, and I always think it's funny when people reach out to me because they think they're interviewing me to style them, but I'm actually getting to know them and their level of pliability.
Oh.
So, and their level of emotional presence that they're at in their life.
Really?
To see whether or not we'll be a good match to work together, because...
What do you ask for? How does this hidden, cohesive interview happen?
So I have a really straightforward approach, generally speaking, but I have a holistic approach to styling in general.
Okay.
Basically, I want to make sure that you're willing to not just have somebody come in and say, this looks cool.
Okay.
Because I might love a turtleneck cashmere light blue sweater. But that doesn't mean that it's a right option for you to wear it.
Okay.
So I ask people questions like, before we even get together,
yeah,
I talk to them and do a discovery call, and I explain to them that I recommend they go through their own closet before I even come. And I even tell them, look, as much as I would love to give you, like, take your billable hours and all that good stuff, that's not what I'm here for. I'm interested in the teach someone how to fish approach.
So you go to their house first. You check out what they have in their closet. So you're styling methods doing that. So you don't just go, okay, what is it that you're, need? Oh, we need it for a party. Okay, cool. Do you want me to go with you? Do you want me to just kind of pick it out and then you go search? You actually do it by going to their house and seeing what they do
and
first.
I do tailor it a little bit depending on the person's needs. If they just need something for a red carpet, or if they need something for a date or an event or whatever the case may be, it'll be targeted to that specific need. But I still make them fill out a questionnaire, and I make them go through, if this is a part of the process, it generally is, but I make them go through their closet, and I want them to ask questions to themselves, like, when they put something on, how does this make me feel? Yeah. How does this item make me feel about myself?
Yes.
How, and it should be powerful things like, I feel like I could walk into a room and kill this meeting.
Yes.
I feel sexy.
Okay.
I feel beautiful. I feel handsome. I feel whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And if you have anything other than a positive connotation with that item, you should get rid of it. and it's people will say things like, well, what about if I think about what I can wear it with? And I say, no, just like dating, buying art, or going to a restaurant, you shouldn't be justifying it to have it in your life. You should, if it doesn't suit you, you should
it should
get rid
just
of it.
flow.
Yeah, it should
That's
be a part of
basically
you.
what it is. It should flow. And if it's not flowing out automatically, oh, I feel great. You know, you shouldn't have to sit there and be like, well, if I am put on these earrings, I'll feel better. Or if I do, it should just automatically be, I feel great. I feel like I could just go on to that red carpet.
Exactly.
And it's going to be, I don't even need the earrings. Like if I just happen to forget to put it on, I'll still be great. Like it shouldn't depend, and it should be accessorized with something else to really feel magnificent.
Yeah. So if each individual piece that you own, you love,
yes,
it makes getting dressed seamless. Because you don't have
like
to
that,
think, nothing feels awkward. It's just, it's done. It's all resonating together. The second question I make people ask themselves is, do I love it? Yes or no? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to assume your closet is huge for like all your type of clothing.
Yes and
or
no.
you, so that was why they start like, do you have a lot of clothes? Are you more of this is my very fitted, my medium size closet? Or you like, I have 3 closets because I have a lot of stuff? How does that work for a stylist?
So I'm kind of, I'm a cheater.
Oh.
Because I have a showroom too. And I sell...
Cheater.
I sell vintage clothing.
Okay.
And I have
vintage
clothing. And some say hi. And so I deal in high-end vintage, and sometimes there are pieces that maybe I love that I don't necessarily wear very often, and I'll use them for rentals or for shoots or that kind of thing. But mostly my closet, because I encourage people to be really streamlined with their wardrobe, the one thing that I really hate is hypocrisy. So I really try to live up to my own preaching.
Yes.
So every 6 months I go through my closet, I try on everything.
Okay.
And I ask myself the same question.
Do you love? Yeah, I started doing that now because I was the person that was having probably the same outfit probably for years. And I really did love it. I genuinely loved it, and that's why I just kept it. But I remembered my sister would just be like, why? You know, like, go shopping for something else. Like, this is so old school.
You should tell her you're Steve Jobs. I'm Steve Jobs in training.
Look, her thing was always have something new, have something brand new, but also, you know, brand new, but in your budget, right? But just have something where your closet should look like, even if I'm going to a movie theater, I should still be able to say, this is a movie theater outfit. It's nothing too fancy, but it's also not sweats. And just in case I happen to sit next to somebody who may not seem like somebody to you, you know, at the point until maybe you hear a phone call and they're like, yeah, well, can you call Beyonce? Because I've been trying to get in touch with Jay-Z, and Beyonce the only person who can, and then you like, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Then you might have to scoot over and look a little bit cute and stuff, you know. Like, oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing. Like, you look beautiful. So, you know, and so that was always her saying for me.
I agree. So like, I tell people so one of the questions on my questionnaire that I make people fill out, and this is regardless if they're just doing a one-off red carpet or if I'm redoing their entire wardrobe.
Okay.
And especially for people who are POC and or LGBT.
Okay.
Because there's already a judgment being passed, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's hard to overcome those biases, but you can tell people about yourself visually. So one of the questions that I make people answer is, describe the dream version of yourself. Yeah. Describe the dream version of yourself. And then I ask people as a follow-up in person a lot of the time, do you feel you're living that?
So what if they say no? Is there a certain like way you dress them and stuff? Is it something to where it's like, so your answer was no, so here's something that you could use and stuff, or style yourself to make yourself feel like that dream?
My biggest anecdote and joke that I tell people when I'm doing the discovery call,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
actually true. It's a true story.
Okay.
All my anecdotes are true. But I'm like a 90-year-old auntie from Brooklyn. I have a lot of anecdotes.
Oh boy.
They're all true.
Let's be prepared.
And one-liners. But so the I tell people, just to kind of ease them into the process of explaining how to do the questionnaire.
Okay.
I say, hey, look, some people go really deep,
Oh, okay.
which I love actually.
Okay. Okay.
Some people say things. One person said something like, I see myself sober.
Oh wow.
I really want to get my life together. I
Oh, my
want to be a
goodness.
father. And
No
then
way.
that helps me ask questions like, well, what kind of person do you want to attract?
Wow.
Do you think you're going to attract that person the way that you're
They're
dressing and living now? Because the way that you're dressing now says to me, you don't necessarily care about yourself. And if you don't
Okay.
care about yourself, how can you expect to set a baseline for how people are expected to treat you? So that's an interesting element. And then there are some people who literally just say stuff like, Jason Statham is hot.
Oh my god.
I want to look like Jason Statham. The ladies love him.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like,
sorry.
cool, I can do that. But it's all telling and it's all useful information, which is great. So
He is taken by Rosie. So sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
You can
If
dress
did
like
not
him.
know.
You can dress like him. I can help. So, it goes either way. It could be as deep or as on the surface as possible, but I find it's always helpful because it gives me an insight into
Okay.
somebody's personality and how can I really help them show that.
Okay.
And then I also have them do a Pinterest board.
Oh.
But I tell them, going back to what you're saying and what your sister was saying,
Yeah.
I tell them, look, you just don't know. There are two things, okay? And I scare people this way. I'm fear-mongering.
Oh God.
Because Thai people
Okay.
believe,
Oh.
most Thai Buddhist people believe, whatever you die in, you're buried in, or you're cremated in, is what you wear until you go into your next life.
I've heard that before. I've
So
heard that. That's why I've always heard people go, you have to dress them in $1 million clothing and stuff. And I'm like,
What if you get hit by a bus in your pajamas?
she went real dark, you guys. I'm so sorry.
What are you going to do?
Oh, shit.
You should wear that fur coat in your closet. Your ghost will thank you. Don't be having an angry ghost. You ever hear about poltergeists? That's how it starts.
Oh, my gosh.
That poltergeist was not
This was
dressed
so
well.
dark, you guys. Oh, my God. A stylist who goes really dark.
That poltergeist is not trying to burn down your house. It's trying to get your Louboutins.
Oh, my God.
That's the reality, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
But I jokingly say that to people. But it is also kind of like, hey, you have to decide what is going to make you really happy into eternity
Yeah,
is
yeah,
really
yeah.
the point of it. So
Oh, for sure.
it's like, what are you going to feel empowered by? So that's one element of it. And then also, if you are caught out at Whole Foods
Yeah.
reaching for an avocado and you see the lover of your dreams and you look down and you go, holy no, what are you going to do?
You want to make sure when you're reaching and stuff, you got something just right to sit there for the back.
It's true. One of my guy
Just saying.
clients, after I made him over, he said that his new favorite hobby was to go to Erewhon and allow women to approach him.
What? Arrow who?
Erewhon
What is
in
that?
Venice, that frou-frou market.
Oh.
Insert name of any department store in or
Oh,
of
okay.
any
And let
grocery store in
guys-
LA.
Wow. So he lets girls pick him. 'Cause
Well,
he
now
just-
after he was dressed by me, yeah. Wow. One girl's like, they were reaching for an apple, and she goes, "I love your jacket."
Oh my God.
And then she's like, "That's so nice." And he goes, I had coffee with him and he told me this. I was like,
Like, oh. So how long does it take to do styling? So once you start and you feel like you guys are a match, how long does it take to style them? Does it take a week, a month? How long?
again, it just depends on the person. I try to tailor it to their budget.
Okay.
But it's pretty streamlined. I have a pretty good approach. So it's basically, it goes with, you want the bullet points? Okay, I'll give you bullet points.
Please.
Yeah. So it's discovery call, and then it's questionnaire, Pinterest board, give them homework to go through their closet, get rid of stuff so that it's more efficient when I actually come in, And then we decide if they either, I make them take pictures of everything.
Okay.
And then we decide together whether they want to start from scratch by supplementing whatever's left over in their closet.
Okay.
And, or I make outfits out of what they have left over. And then we make a gap list.
Oh.
Because I try to also be eco-friendly and economize and show
Okay.
them new, fresh ways to put things together that they already own.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
And a lot of people actually have really good stuff in their closet that they're not
They just don't know
utilizing.
how to match with it. Okay.
They're intimidated by it.
Oh.
So I try to get
okay.
rid of that and then create really interesting, customized capsule wardrobes for people.
Oh wow. Okay. So how much does everything usually cost? Like what is your I guess the lowest or the starting budget to like the highest that you had?
In terms of their shopping budget,
Yeah.
I've had people, because my rate is $125 an hour,
Okay.
which sounds like a lot, but it's actually, I tell people, look, I just have a 3-hour minimum. If you're on a budget, we could literally go to Goodwill and find you an entirely new wardrobe for $500-$600.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
I've done that
Something
before,
like
so for sure.
really killer wardrobe. And then
Okay.
I've had somebody say, hand me an envelope of $10,000 cash and say, is this enough to start? And I just took it and I was like, don't get mugged. Melinda. I don't think your business insurance covers this.
Oh my God.
But they're
no
really,
way.
really, really wealthy, so maybe it wouldn't matter. I don't know. I'm going to put this in my bag and I'm going to go now.
Oh my God.
FYI,
no
for
way.
anybody thinking about robbing me, I do not carry large sums of money like that. I deposit it into my business
Wow.
checking, and I do very diligent.
So that was a
accounting.
starting, okay? So that means that they're obviously were wealthy and they probably shop at the wealthy places, okay? I am not wealthy. So what was the end result? Like,
For the record, even wealthy people love a deal. I went through the sale rack first.
I've heard that.
I went through the sale rack first. They're like, we love how you went through the sale rack first. Oh my God, this shirt was only $20. Juxtaposition next to.
I've heard that, and they always be like, "How do you think we stay rich? We go for sales." Okay, you always hear like people who don't got the money want to sit there and try to look rich and go do all these things, but people who has the money, they have common sense. They're like, we keep it for a reason. We go for the sale items. Okay, so he started out with 10. What was the last that you have received from that person? Was it, all together? Would you have say it was like 50, 20, 30?
20, 30, maybe
Okay.
20. Yeah,
Okay.
20. It was
Okay.
like 10 for the husband, 10 for the wife.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
They had a private chef. They would ask me to stay and eat with the family afterwards.
Ooh. Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then I've had clients who like, I've had clients who are like, do you think we could get this done in 3 hours? And I say, yeah, of course. What's your budget? Oh, I'm not rich. That's fine. Just tell me what your budget is.
Yeah.
It's fine. And so, but I don't judge anybody. I
Okay.
say, I'm not rich myself by any means.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I understand because
Okay.
I've worked with so many budgets, and then I also have costume design, music videos, and feature films.
Okay.
So it runs the
Okay.
gamut. So yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on and discussing your stylist list of rich, non-rich, in-betweens.
Stylish ghosts.
Couture Zen, you guys. I will drop the link below for anybody who wants to check her out, check out her website. If you have an Instagram or anything like that, I will drop that down below as well. But thank you, Melinda, for coming.
Thank you.
So enjoyed this. This was amazing. My videographer's back there like, you have a few minutes left. Let's wrap this up. So we have to wrap it up. But this was so great.
For the record, Ghost You would love to wear those earrings.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So stylist over here, okay? So we just need to make sure this is what I'm buried in or cremated in. I don't know which one I want to go with yet, but
This is her living trust.
guys. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for coming. I so enjoyed this. This was so much fun. And we will do some more behind the scenes that you guys will not see. But tune in for the next episode for my Founders Friday, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.